Welcome to the Novice Builder, where every expert was once a novice. In Part 2C, we completed the main framing assembly for the chicken nesting boxes. Now in Part 2D, we're continuing the actual build process. I'll walk you through installing the floor, outer walls, separation walls, roof system, and access doors for the nesting boxes. This is where the project really starts coming together. Everything we carefully designed earlier in SketchUp is now being brought to life during the actual construction phase. We'll focus on making sure the roof is properly aligned for water runoff. The floor is securely installed for strength and durability, and the access doors operate smoothly for easy egg collection and cleaning. And don't forget, I'm giving away my full chicken coop design plan for free. First, make sure to subscribe to the channel because the PDF works best when paired with my step-by-step videos where I walk you through the entire build. Next, head over to thenovicebuilder.com or click the link in the description below to go straight to my website. Once you're there, click Start Your Coop Journey. That will take you to my complete chicken coop playlist. Scroll down until you see the free chicken coop guide section. To get the guide, you'll need to sign up by entering your first name, last name, and email, then click Download My Free Guide. After you sign up, check your inbox. Your step-by-step PDF will arrive within 24 hours. Inside the guide, you'll get original SketchUp plans, full measurements, complete tools list, detailed materials list, step-by-step build instructions. It's everything you need to confidently build your own chicken coop from start to finish. The tools we're using for this stage of the build are rigid 18-volt subcompact brushless cordless impact driver, DeWalt black and gold twist drill bit set, Milwaukee Shockwave 2-inch Phillips No. 2 impact driver bit, Deckmate T25 star bit set, tape measure, speed square, pencil, miter saw or circular saw, drill, tin snips or metal cutting blade for roofing adjustments, clamps, level, and jigsaw for cutting the wood panels. Materials: 4x2 treated pine lumber for framing, 15-inch deep flooring panel, 7 feet 7 inches long, outer wall plywood panels, 10-foot galvanized 2.5-inch corrugated 30-gauge metal roofing panels, hinges, slide latch locks, and for fasteners, Deckmate No. 8x2-inch star flathead wood deck screws for structural framing connections, Grip-Right No. 6x1 1/4-inch Phillips bugle head drywall screws for attaching plywood panels, self-drilling roofing screws with rubber washers for the metal roof panels. These materials provide strength, durability, and weather protection for the nesting boxes. Step 1. Floor installation. The floor panel is positioned directly on top of the 4x2 treated pine base frame that we assembled in Part 2C. For this build, I cut the floor panel to a final length of 7 feet 7 inches to match the overall dimensions of the nesting box design. Before securing it, make sure all edges are flush and that the panel sits square on the frame. The floor serves as the foundation for the walls, divider panels, and roof system. So taking the time to align it properly will make the rest of the assembly much easier. To secure the floor, I'm using Deckmate No. 8x2-inch deck screws. I space the screws evenly across the framing members to create a strong, secure connection while minimizing the chance of movement or warping over time. Once the floor is fully fastened, the structure becomes significantly more rigid and provides a solid base for the remaining finishing components. Step 2. Separation walls and support installation. The separation walls use the same profile as the outer wall panels to maintain the roof pitch throughout the entire structure. Each panel measures 17 inches wide at the bottom, 16 inches wide at the top, 12 inches high on the left side, and 12.5 inches high on the right side. That small half-inch difference creates the slope needed for the roof system.
So this is the template I did. I made a template for this. This is the template here. So I put it out here and started tracing it. Tracing this one by one. There's another one here, and there's another on the other side.
Using this profile as a template, I begin by cutting all of the separation wall panels. Once the divider panels are complete, I then cut the support pieces that will reinforce the structure and help secure the separation walls in their final position. With all of the components prepared, I temporarily position the outer wall panels, separation walls, and support pieces onto the frame to verify that everything fits correctly. This dry fit process allows me to check spacing, alignment, and overall assembly before moving on to the finishing stage. At this point, nothing is permanently fastened. The goal is simply to confirm that all components fit properly and identify any adjustments that may be needed. With the parts temporarily positioned, the overall layout of the nesting compartments becomes clearly visible. After confirming that all components fit correctly, I paint the nesting box frame, outer wall panels, support pieces, and separation walls. Painting at this stage provides much better coverage and allows access to surfaces that would be difficult to reach after final assembly. After allowing all painted components to dry completely, I begin the final assembly. The separation walls are positioned first according to the layout established during the test fit. Once the divider panels are properly aligned, I install the support pieces on each side. These supports not only strengthen the structure, but also hold the separation walls securely in place. The support pieces are fastened using deckmate number 8 by 2-inch deck screws. For each support, I use 2 screws at the bottom connection and 1 screw at the upper connection to create a strong and stable attachment. With the separation walls and supports fully installed, the structure becomes significantly stronger, and the individual nesting compartments are now clearly defined and ready for the next stage of the build. In the next video, we'll be installing the roof and building the access door. Check the description below for the full DIY Chicken Coop series so you can follow along from start to finish. And don't forget to download your free guide at thenovicebuilder.com for complete step-by-step instructions, measurements, and material lists. Thanks for watching.
Make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out my upcoming project and videos.